Hey. Wait, I don't remember doing the title or anything. That seems wrong.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I just pulled the trigger, Victoria. We're going live.
We're live
We are again.
from New York.
You're moving so live from New York. Oh my gosh, I've been itching to go to New York so much.
Me too.
Good to speak with you. I see you cooking stuff. I thought you were going to be in the studio in LA today. Very cool. I've seen some great images of the film coming out. You're sharing some cool little clips with your songs that are in it. Awesome. I want to talk about all about that. I see, I see you featured in, with your sister, Nikki Howard. All kinds of things. They have me laughing all the time. My life is definitely better because of those little shorts. They're hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, that's so fun. So fun. She's, of course, super relatable and hilarious.
She's so funny.
Yes. And her facial expressions really are just like...
She's animated.
She's animated, and then you're all up in it all the time, so that's cool.
Yeah. We're shooting one on Monday.
Right.
Pretty excited about it.
Yeah, cool. So let's talk about life as the actress in LA right now, as you are in this series with Nikki Howard. She does a web series. I guess she's in a season now called No, We'll Call You.
Uh-huh.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Some serious cameos, some cool features.
Yeah, man.
Caliber production, ton of viewers. It's hilarious, and you're all up in it. So, and more so as time goes on. So you're filming on Monday. What can you tell us about that?
We are. So she's so amazing. She writes these things. She produces. We're talking about Nikki Howard. Go follow her if you don't already. She does the production. She does the whole thing and then stars in it. And she does sketches, right, that are just like relatable, funny sketches. But she did a series, like you just mentioned, called No, We'll Call You. And so it's very, she's definitely pulling from life, and it's different from the other stuff that she's done before. And it's just so fun to work with her, man, because she's like, she knows how to pull it out of you. And she's like, just watching her, she was like, okay, every director does this. They're all like, I don't know why, but it's a real thing, you guys. Dead serious. And she's like, I need a 2-shot here. Give me one like this. Great, got it. Okay, like she just like knows her stuff. It's amazing. Wow. And it's an investment. Hi, Manny's. Hi, Midnight.
Hey, Sammy, what's up?
Where's Sammy? Hey, Sammy. How you doing? Join the chat. Oh, he's on both. Yay. So yeah, and so it's just really inspiring. Also, sometimes these upcoming sketches that we're doing are not a part of the No, We'll Call You series.
Okay.
But sometimes I'm like, I gotta be careful what I say around her because she'll turn it into a sketch. I'm like, damn, this is really personal. Like, she's talking about me. We're not acting anymore.
Well, yeah, right. This is confessionals.
They're confessionals. Yeah. She just did this hilarious sketch about football, and it was just like, oh, thank you, Michael. That's so nice. And we were watching football with the guys, with Link and Ryan, and we were like,
we beat you.
Yeah, this week.
That was us.
That was us. We did that. You should have seen me go. I was yelling at the screen so hard they listened.
Oh my God.
But she just be like, she's just so funny. She's like, look at their costumes. I'm like, their costumes. Anyway, I'm not gonna ruin the sketch for you, but it's gonna be good. I don't want to give it all. I gotta turn the little air purifier guy in here. Man, Michael, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
He said, shout out to me.
We got some love coming in from Sammy about preparing for tomorrow in celebration of his late mother. She was a super fan. They both have been, and so we're definitely with you, Sammy, on this journey, and you know that. And so, I can't wait to actually have a one-on-one with you.
Yes.
We got to connect on the personal. But yeah, we'll be with you tomorrow, and just know that. I know you know that.
Yeah, definitely holding space for you. And I talked to Sammy, was it yesterday? He said he's been doing, via last week, for those of you who are new. Aw, thanks, Michael. We've been doing gratitudes. And, I was talking to Sammy yesterday, and I'm like, I know that in moments like this, where we're just heartbroken, it just might be the hardest time to do gratitudes, and also the most important time to do gratitudes, right? And so we've been keeping it up. Have you been doing yours?
Good. Oh, me? Yeah, I can't go without it. I'm a much better person. The world's a much better place after I get my gratitudes in, and it's really nice because some mornings are just incredible. Some mornings are just giving me a few minutes to wake up and just hearing some nice things. But I find that there are different ways to go at it, different things to be grateful for.
Yeah.
And when I can find the right thing to be grateful for in that morning, it really helps me kick off, at a certain level.
You just elevate, right? And that's one of those things, sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I was, working more right now. I wish there was stuff going on. And, the industry's been crazy, the entertainment industry. And so...
Updates single, by the way, but go ahead.
What's that?
I said that we have updates on our upcoming
Yes,
single.
I was going to say something to you about that, too. And, but I'm just like, wait, you take it everything for granted sometimes, like I do. I was just like, I'm doing a thing with my best friend, it's fun. But wait, no, I'm a co-star in a series, that does really well. I'm really grateful for that. She does not have to put me in these. She has options.
Right. Yeah, sure.
So
yeah, I mean that's true. This is where I definitely get it as well. And maybe that's for everyone. They the ultimate challenge, the universal challenge is that you don't really appreciate how far you've come already. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter where I'm sure there's some saying it's not so much where you are, but it's where you started.
Yeah.
In that type of situation, so if we could only realize all of the blessings, and I think that's why we're talking about gratitudes, because it's what we can do to help ourselves even get a little bit closer to even taking stock of the abundance of blessings that, to be alive, to have a connection,
yes,
to have good health. You can go out for days, to support, your community, anyway. So
totally, it's really great.
It's great that you're working with your friend on a hit web series. That's a phenomenal feat, and I hope you get a lot of joy from it. And I'm excited to hear what's going on Monday. How that shoot goes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We'll be sure to circle back into that. But yeah, again, if you guys haven't checked it out, Nikki Howard is a comedian, writer, producer, actress. I don't know what else she's doing. All of it, apparently.
She's amazing.
And she's got a great thing online, so look her up. It's hilarious. Yeah. It really is. Look, this is the fourth time I'm laughing out loud, and it's because I'm remembering one of the skits or one of the
Really? Which one are you thinking about?
Man, right now I was thinking, because I'm introducing people to her, about the one that took her viral, which was when there was the first video that really popped when they were somewhere in California. It's a small town that only truckers go by, and it was and they're trying to sell people to come visit this town, but they're standing in an abandoned yard with just junk in the back behind it. And I wish I can't remember what it's called, but I remember the scene. I remember the feelings I got through the characters that they were.
I don't know which one you're talking about. That's so funny. I'll have to go back. Is It's one of the first. Did you watch it on YouTube? Because I like the YouTube ones because they're longer format.
Yeah.
You know.
I just, when you started to hang out with her a lot, like actually, I've known you, I think, before you even knew her.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, hell yeah. So then I saw this whole thing happen, and you guys were starting to get closer and closer and closer and closer. So then I was picking up the breadcrumbs you were dropping, and I just rabbit holed down one of them and just watched a bunch of stuff and learned through an interview that I found that, she had this one skit that really popped. So I went and I found it, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, that girl is like an endless well. Like, here, you want to see the bottom of my dress? There you go. Yeah, she's so wild. Like, she'll make things that are like, it's her observation. Like, she can find things. She finds humor in normal things, which is like what makes her special, I think. She definitely.
She does a lot of content. I mean, the blooper reels are hilarious. So like, so that's just everything. And then you're featured a lot in it, Victoria, which is very cool. You play a lot of different sidekicks.
So fun.
But that's not the only thing. You're also just on the heels of a movie theater release of a film called Hollywood Grit, right?
Yes.
Right, which your songs are in. You're doing like this 1920s jazz ballroom
lounge vibes.
Lounge vibe, yeah.
So fun. Bye, Michael. Okay, yeah, 100%. It's the vibe is so cool, and it was so awesome that we got to do this movie that's so based on music, really. So it's like, man, we really got to like see you soon. We got to come up together, like. All of our friends, like every single one of, like Nikki's an incredible, and Link is an incredible actor. We got Tyrese Gibson. Linda Pearl is now one of my dear. Did I tell you the story about my cell phone?
Let's go. So story time.
This is the most embarrassing story. Okay. Do you guys know who Linda Pearl is?
Tell us.
Okay, Linda Pearl. Oh, let me see. I have to like look up all the things. She's a huge Broadway star. Been on many TV shows. Was a TV show. Bye, love you too, Michael. And just like a star. She's a huge star. I'm like Michael from the label from the Sound of L.A. was like obsessed with her. She can sing, she can act. She's with in a relationship with Patrick Duffy from step by step, day by day. I had no business going that hard for a theme song, Also, my ADHD. Yeah. But yeah, so that, and like Patrick was in Dallas most recently, he's done a bunch of stuff. So we're going to go watch Linda sing. Patrick's there. It's me, the producer, Ryan, the director, Nikki, Link, our friend Dave, who's in the movie, Dave Meadows, and we're watching Linda perform at this event. I left my cell phone at this event. So, have I told you this yet?
No.
This is the most embarrassing. Okay, so I left my cell phone, and I'm like, oh no, I left my cell phone. That's not okay. I can't get anywhere. For those of you who don't know me, if you turn me around in my kitchen 3 times, I can't find my bathroom. Like, I need my phone. Like, I have to have it to, like, survive. And so I'm panicking, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. So I go on Find My, and I get an address to where my phone is. And I'm like, oh, it was somebody, like, probably, like, took it. It's going to be in China next week, because this just happened to Nikki when she was at a festival. Someone took her phone literally hours later, or, like, the next day. It was in a different country, like they sold it. So I'm paranoid, I'm like, it's gone, And so I am like, Link, we're going. Let's hop in the car. Like, I gotta go get my phone. I'm ready to fight somebody. I'm like,
yo, this is life or death here, man.
I wish you would steal my cell phone. I wish you would, right? And so we're driving, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with Los Angeles, but this starts taking us up Mulholland, right? Which is a really nice area. And we start going further and further up the hill. And the houses are getting much more expensive by the second, right? And I'm like, I don't think it was like you know, like the help or somebody's like stealing it to just like make a buck. Like that doesn't seem right. So
probabilistically going down.
Yeah, 100%. So we keep driving up this hill, and then we get to the address, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hop out. Link, stay in the car, like, cause I feel like he would scare them off, you know, because Link's huge. Oh, Sammy said just IMDb Linda Pearl because I recognize the name. Are you serious? He said, and I swear my mom is sending signs all day today, seeing a picture of her, and my mom liked her. Also, she was born exactly 5 years after Linda. Oh, I love that. That's great. So, okay, let me finish. This is so embarrassing. So, I get up there. I see this giant door. This door must have cost $40,000. You know, like it's that kind of an area.
Yeah.
And I go over there. I'm like, bang, bang, bang. Like, sup. You know, like, I'm find out. You know, like, I'm like about to take out my hoops. Like, I get real, like, just G with it. I'm like ready to fight you, you know? I get real scrappy out of nowhere sometimes. And I'm like banging on the door, and then like nothing happens. I'm like, pop, pop, pop again, you know? And then they're like, 1 second, and then they come to the door. They open the door. It is Patrick and Linda have my phone. Patrick answers the door in his boxers and an eye mask over his head. And I'm like, fucking, this step-by-step dad from like my childhood is answering the door in his underwear. And like Linda is like in a big t-shirt, like in his, I mean, still like gorgeous. Still has her makeup on from the show, I think. And I was just like so embarrassed. Like they could feel my aggression. I was like, oh my God. They're like, hey Vic, we got your phone. I didn't know how to like, it's like, I can't like text you because we have your phone. So I didn't know. So we just took it and we figured we'd just like work it out tomorrow or something. And like she emailed me and I just like didn't look at it because I was just in too much of a panic. So I'm like, I'm just going to go there, you know.
You're in fight mode.
Oh my God. It was literally so embarrassing. They were like, it was so late at night, by the way. It was like 1:00 in the morning.
Oh, nice.
We still laugh about it whenever I see them.
Hilarious. Yeah. So you're still running circles with them. I mean, look, you're also giving them a story, right? I mean, I'm sure they're gonna be like, let me tell you about Victoria.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you a story about Victoria.
I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I will like, let me like take you to dinner or lunch or whatever. And like, they were like, no, don't even worry about it. Like, they're like friends. They're like homies, you know? So they're like, they found it and they're like, we'll take it and like give it to her later. Cause we do run in the same, they're so cool. They're so cool. I think, yeah.
I mean, the amount of people in your scene, like, you know, just, I wish I was in LA sometimes because when I go out there, it's just like, the amount of creatives, and it's just like surrounding yourself with the like-minded people is also good, right? Like it's good to be diverse and be able to get on with people that are different and all this, that, and the other. But to be like a school of fish, kind of doing the same song and dance is kind of amazing. And you know, and I'm just itching to get back out there because, you know, I got friends out there, you know, that are all doing these things. And
yeah, you got the same friends, man. All your friends are doing stuff too. Yeah. What's up? He comes to town. We go to the Grammy events. Like Samir is like killing it. And then what do? We do a session with the guy from Cool in the Gang. Like you run in high circles. Too.
It's a good time, man. It's a good time. And,
yeah.
And you understand it, you know, really well too. So that's why I'm like,
yeah. You know, I think her performance in Hollywood Grit was like unbelievable. Like I could not believe that. Like we were running, I was just like, hey Victoria, will you run lines with me? And I'm like sitting there just running lines with Linda Pearl, which is just not normal. Like that was one of those moments where I was like, this is my reality right now, but this is not normal. Like it was.
Well, good, you know, let that remind you where you're at with things, you know? Like that's another reminder of, it kind of makes me feel like the Peter Keys moment where you're like, yo, this is kind of cool. I kind of really hope for this day. Which is kind of neat. Mm-hmm. So listen, when does because you're a part, not only do you act in it, your music is in it.
Yeah.
Did a single drop? Did you drop a single for this film? Where can people hear it?
We did. Yeah.
What's going on with the single from the movie?
Sure. The single is Ain't Nobody's Business, but I have 2 other songs on the soundtrack, all original music. It's available on every streaming platform, on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, Weezer, just Pandora, YouTube Music. We're going to make a video for it. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's super fun. Yeah, the creative world is such a beautiful place because it can really go everywhere. It's not just music, it's film. And I love that space, like on a personal, I just do. I love the space of film and TV and where it meets music, and creating it all is just, such a jam.
Me too. Don't you find like when you're sometimes you listen to a song and it instantly reminds you of a movie, right?
Sure.
Yeah, it's just like the 2 of them together is so powerful. Oh, Michael's a singer in the Philippines. That's awesome. Do you have anything on Spotify or let us know. We'll check it out. But go ahead.
Big ups to the Philippines.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really cool. I saw this quote today. I was like, what was it? I have to find this. Hang on. It was so good. It was like photos. It was like what feelings sound like. It was like way better than that. I'm like butchering it, but I was like, they're like, a thought is.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because like fast track to like one of the most important things about music, and this is that
totally different than what I said.
Hey.
Music makes you feel a thought. Yeah.
Music makes you feel a thought.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. Yeah, music's incredible. Sure. Shoot, I got bit by that bug hard, and and it doesn't matter, and listening to it, playing it, performing it, supporting it, all of it is meaningful and impactful, and just celebrate it every way, because like it's a lifeline. It's a true lifeline to like what it is to be human and like exist, and like so support it every chance you can. You've got a friend out there who's excited about a song, they want to go play it, go be on that, go clap them on, and just turn the lights on as much as because it's just a good place.
100%. I mean, it's like, well, it's hard to get people to come out to shows in LA, especially, first of all, but like support artists, like it's vulnerable and personal. I mean, really, a lot of times, like your lyrics, this is, I don't know, from a song somewhere, but your lyrics are like your diary screaming out loud, it's, and I feel like I'm naked in front of a crowd, and my diary's like words screaming out loud, and right, that song? Feeling however you want to. You know what I mean? And it's vulnerable. Right. And so like if someone's gonna put themselves out there, first of all, whether you like it or not, like support them and emotionally, like, okay, you went out there and you took a risk and you took a chance on yourself. That's great. And if you like it, even more so,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then like for the performers out there, they're out there kind of moving on to those stages, like remember, it's also as much, and this is like, it's really the connection with the people that come to support you is also really important. Like, like this connection with who's there is also as important as your connection with the music, because sometimes, right, people, if a passion will come through, but the so much more is possible when the passion connects, Yeah.
Totally, 100%. It's like you can feel it when you're in flow, when you're in the zone. Like, speaking of in flow, we couldn't make it the other day to John's studio, so I tried to record here, and Ryan came over here to record with me. And I feel so bad. In this booth, right? This is my creation lab, and I was in here for 3 hours. I feel so bad. He was out there just like not doing anything. I thought it was like 30 minutes. Like, don't you just completely lose track of time sometimes when you're doing music? Just like flow state in it. Just getting
Oh my
into
God.
flow state.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened? I had, like, seriously, it's so weird. It's like I was in a wormhole.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, yeah, it's true. And I guess that's when I'm sure, us who have dedicated our lives to the arts, kind of discovered that really, like, once you got to within threshold, time literally stops functioning the way it does on the wall. Like, when you get into this flow state, honestly, you can blink and hours are gone.
Yeah.
Hours, and you have like literally no sense of it. It's like it's an incredible work, and so, and there's a lot that comes, once you're in that space where time no longer seems to like be what you thought it was, then you're in a whole other world, and that's where, and then you just draw more from that space.
100%.
Listen to that world, right? So like, one thing I want to say, because of what's this morning that's been going on for me, is like listening, like listening to everything. And the reason I'm telling you this is because a couple of things that I'm flared up with right now. Like I want to speak. I want to become a speaker. I've been a keynote speaker before. I've been asked to represent, at charter schools, and I've been asked to present at like film festivals, to represent like, like keynotes, like 45-minute talks, So now I'm like, you know what? I like this space. And yeah.
You would crush that. I'm sorry. I'm like excited for you.
Yeah.
You would crush that.
Yeah. And so like, I'm waking up kind of like getting my head wrapped around creating that for myself in the future. And like a theme that's coming in right now is the listening part. Like, cause like, and the reason that listening just came out of like that space, you're saying you went into that where time, shifted for you, and you had a great creative session. And I was on the heels of that saying how, once you can get into that space, then the game is, and you can listen to what's happening in there, listen to yourself in that space, and listen to what your guy has to say in that space. And just, the listening really helps the creativity unleash itself. And then it's just.
You're so right.
Yeah.
You're so right about that. It's like, listening to vocal, like when you're listening to, I just was doing that today. Like, I was trying to listen to this vocal for a song I'm demoing. That's for a totally different project, and there's a big difference between hearing and listening. And you're right, when you are actually listening, you get these, you have this space created for, not to be woo-woo, but I mean essentially downloads for thoughts that you receive, for creativity, really.
Absolutely, and what's beautiful about all of that is that it's listening in many different directions.
Yeah.
It's like, because that's true. You listen this way, and then something else will ping you, and you have to listen to it. And like, again, it's like, it's not woo-woo. It's just like relationship with self. Like, we've all had the feelings where sometimes like, hey, you know what? I just want to go to this place. I don't really know why, but I get this feeling. Like something just wants you. Just I gotta go. And you don't. It's as simple as that.
Follow that. Following it. That's the thing, is people will logic themselves. I've done it a million times. People will logic themselves out. That's exactly how we met,
Oh, true that.
True,
right?
like I did this thing. I'm like, why am I replying to this mass email? I don't even reply to emails that are personal. But I just did it. I just had this weird instinct to do it. I don't know what that was or why. And then meeting you, I went to this event by myself to a place I've never been, having no idea who this person was. But I was just like, I want to be supported as an artist, so I will support other artists.
Yeah.
And then I met you. And here we are. That was years ago. And it's just following the instinct, because sometimes I'll be like, I'm comfy, I'm in my jammies, I don't want to have to put makeup on, I don't know anyone there, I don't want to drive downtown, but just learning to follow your instincts, and then you start really trusting your intuition, and that's when it gets fun.
That's when it gets fun.
Yeah.
It totally does. And so then let me drop it here for the first. So like my instinct is making me gun for the TEDx stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so much synchronicity right now. I was literally talking to someone at the gym today about TEDx and like doing inspirational speaking. And then after our set, sometime like a couple days ago, I was talking to Link and I was like, dude, Samir is the coolest guy. Like you're so awesome and the world needs to like hear you talk. Like I feel selfish. I'm like,
So sweet.
I do. I mean, you always know what to say. You're so calm and cool and collected, and like in stressful situations, you're calm, cool, and collected. And I just, man, I respect your headspace. I respect the way that you can pivot thoughts that are not serving you. I respect your ability to just, be present. You're such a good listener, and I need to take a page out of that. I talk my face off. Sometimes you can just tell me like, yo, Vic, shut up. I'm like, I get excited. I don't know. I'm sorry. But I want to be a better listener because you have so much to say. So on that note, good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I mean, well, I mean, so kind. Thank you so much. I mean, really, I'm blushing all over, inside and outside. Those very kind.
It's true.
And, and all I can say is, I mean, I also derive a lot of joy from listening, like, because I feel like people got something to give, man. And maybe because I feel like I've lived enough to not have to like go figure it all out. And I can sit back and like enjoy the game of life a little bit. Like I don't have to be a ball hog. I'm happy to pass the ball. And when I see people passing the ball and then doing cool things with it, I enjoy that. But all of that to say that, yeah, it's I think I'm getting to a point now where I've done a lot of things, and I feel comfortable in this space. I always enjoy speaking with you and talking, so I think if I could take it to the next level and really kind of organize thoughts about my experience, it'd also be a cool exercise to like just put my stuff all together,
Yeah.
Because I come at it from so many different places.
That's true.
Yeah. So anyway, all of it. I'm glad that it ringed the bell with you because that's what's been lighting me up this morning. Just getting my head wrapped around ways that I can go about tying everything together. Because it comes from so many different spheres, and I think at the base of it is like the creativity and listening. Listening and then using that listening to be creative. And that creativity then ends up becoming like the bridges that create things that that connect and bring meaning to life.
Totally. You've had so many experiences, and I feel like people can really benefit from what you have to say. Like you have a great blueprint for
Right.
your life. It can be a blueprint for other people. I feel like you could. Sammy just said Sammy just said the funniest thing on here. He said, I recently apparently he talks like I do. I doubt that. I never shut up. It's a problem. But he said he recently found out about voice notes, and he's like, they're like 15, 20 minutes long. It's funny because I've done that too. I could just call you, but so funny.
I got one more thing to say. No, I love it. I'm a hyper communicator. I mean, like,
You're great at that.
All day. I love to communicate, and I think. I mean, because look, I also I run a studio, right? We have a studio, which are doing other cool things. But like, we deal with clients, we deal with people, projects, and you meet personalities, and like, I meet personalities sometimes where like, as soon as you get to like a little bit of a situation, they'll walk away. They'll just stop talking. I'm like, no, man, like, this is like the communicator is like, no, just keep talking through this, and we'll get exactly where we want to go. But like, some people don't want to talk; they don't want to communicate.
That's a problem.
So yeah, I mean, I just think so much comes from communicating and staying open to what people got to say.
Communication will change your life. It will change your relationship. Sometimes you don't realize that you're feeling a certain way until you just start talking about it. Like, especially for people like me, who probably why I talk so much is I'm an auditory processor. Like, sometimes I need to hear it out loud. you know, and then your relationships, oh my God, your marriage, your friendships, like you can't just like pretend that you're not upset by something. Either don't be upset about it, like reframe your thought, or if it bothers you, need to talk about it. You need to talk about it. And half the time, you know, we're creating a story about what's gonna happen, and that's just worshiping fear instead of hope, you know. And it's just like, and it's like, dude, so many things can be solved by a conversation. There's been so many relationships that have been just destroyed because of something actually really simple, but people just didn't talk about it. And then they're like behind keyboards and they're just like social media warriors, and they'll like talk guys, be a human being. It's okay to not agree on everything all the time, and it's okay. Like, you're gonna feel better after you have a conversation. It changed my marriage for sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then there's the art of the conversation, right? Like, and I'm circling back because listening, like, you got to be able to listen in that conversation, which is why, like, I'm excited about this whole theme that's going through my head right now, because, like, you know, and it's not easy, but it's simple. Like, listening, just listen, man. You know, like, and learn to, I mean, there's a lot that goes behind it, you know. And I like what you said about what kind of person you are. You're an auditory listener or learner. Like, you know, like, part of the things that I've learned in life is like that there are all kinds of minds, like all kinds of people. So, like, I'm not gonna expect Victoria to come at me like my boy Nico at the studio or my girl Kristen. You know, like, you're different people, you know, like, so, like, keeping it open for you to express who you are the way that you are, you know, and listen to that. And then next thing you know, I'm singing this Louis Capaldi song all week again because, you know, I'm telling you, like, because it just opens up this flow that connects, you know, draws the bridge, and
it does.
Connection is made. Everything changes for the better.
This is one of my favorite parts of the week. Every week when we get to talk, it's my favorite thing, because I feel like there's just so much to talk about, you know, that I don't know. It's just every person that you meet knows something that you don't. And you're right. People are interesting if you give them the chance, you know, and it's like, just listen with your whole body and not just your conceptual mind. That's when you're going to actually like get it. Like, do you ever read a book and then, probably not because you have a normal brain, but you ever like read a book and then realize, like, while you were reading, like, do you hear your own voice in your head while you're reading it?
No. Do you?
Yeah, but sometimes I'll be thinking about something else while I'm reading the words. Like, wait, you don't?
I don't think I hear my voice when I'm reading. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you're just taking in information. There's not a narrator in your head narrating it silently.
No, I'm just taking in information is actually what's going on. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
What's happening? Okay.
That's why I have to say things out loud.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Wait, yeah. Sammy, does that happen to you? Do you have a voice, like when you're reading something, do you hear your own voice in your head or like a narration?
And Sammy saw Louis in concert. His friend saw Louis in concert.
We saw him. Oh, really? Oh, I missed that. Jealous.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. Well, how interesting. But my point of saying that was like, when you're listening with your whole body and not just your conceptual mind, then you can actually really take in what somebody's saying and not get defensive about it and not be thinking about what you're going to say next.
Yo, shoot. Those are real. I know plenty of defensive people. Can't go far without some, you know, and you can't help that. You know, like sometimes that's just, you know, people, you know, like, that's another thing. And this is what I like about, you know, why I so much love these conversations is like, first of all, everything open. You always have a perfect response for what, you know, our conversations are always, you know, feeding each other, which is such an awesome loop.
He's perfect. Good.
And some of the things that we talk about, you know, get deep too, because, you know, we're here to like, you know, understand and like, uncover and highlight like how artists help themselves in moments, to get, professional, and how to handle those environments and stages and stuff like that. And I found myself like, with this gratitude riff that we were talking about last week that you brought up again today, on how like at the end of the day, like, working on ourselves is the most important thing, like, and I think I'm trying to, like, when it comes to like that defensive part, like, some people have this defensive or whatever, some type of, and I've had it. I've definitely worked through things myself. Like I used to, and when we have these unconscious kind of like reactions or whatever.
I don't believe that. You're perfect.
Yeah.
I don't believe that for a second. He listens all the way, even when it's a hard conversation. I don't believe that.
Yeah. Oh, man.
He's trying to be relatable. That's what's happening. You're not relatable, Samir. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it's hard, bro, right? Like, especially if they're saying, sometimes it's just the thought of what you think they're going to say. And like, I had a weird thing with being accused of something. Like, I would have irrational responses to that. And I was like, what is that? And then I realized it was a childhood thing, but like, and also not something anybody did wrong, but it's just, it's a spiritual practice to be able to listen to someone without getting defensive when they're saying something you may or may not like, and being able to like actually really listen without telling yourself a story about what they're about to say or how they're feel. Don't do that. Just like hear them all the way. And that's a spiritual practice. And you're so good at that. Like you really are. And it changes everything. I mean, it's so good for your relationships. You learn things about people and you learn things about yourself. Like how many times have you had a conversation and you're just like, it's the same conversation, but like you didn't get it before. Because maybe I'm talking about myself. Like I don't think I was listening all the way. Like I heard what you said conceptually, but I didn't embody it.
Yeah.
So you can't make changes.
Yeah.
Until
it's the right time for you, and then the same words that you've heard will actually be like they're waiting for you there.
Yeah. Sammy hears a voice in his head too, by the way.
Yeah.
Since he said you're a secret practicing monk, I'm telling you.
But this guy?
You, yeah.
I probably could very well be happy somewhere in some monkadom. Somewhere.
Is that what they call them? Monkadoms.
Monkadoms. I'm going to open up a monkadom and we all are invited.
Yeah, nice. Sorry, go ahead. Speaking of listening.
That's right. No, but it's been a cool theme this morning because it kind of, and I appreciate what you're saying, and I've heard it before that I can listen and I keep, and I've thought about it, and I keep thinking, that I think playing music is what has helped me become a listener, because you can't really play music without, or play with anybody without listening to what they're doing, and you can't adjust what you're saying without listening to what you're adjusting to, and you can't play with a piano player what is it like? And then each instrument is kind of different. So you got, it's like the whistle is going to sound like the flute will sound different, and you're going to riff off of it differently, And so, like, since I love music and I love playing music, and I've been doing that for so long, I feel like humans are like music, conversations are like instruments, and songs, and like, so there's like music. I think at the core of all of it is music. Are you hearing angels?
I'm just like I'm processing what you're saying right now. People are music. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. You ever listen to a song? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
You ever listen to a song and you've been singing this song for like 112 years, and then all of a sudden you just realize what you're saying and what the song's about? You're just like, I was making sounds with my mouth that matched the song, that's what the lyrics are, but not once did I think about what I was saying.
Yeah,
Does that ever?
sure.
No, that doesn't happen to you because you're
Yeah,
normal.
no, totally. I mean, I've listened to albums that I know note by note by note by note by note. I still, Victoria, one of my favorite bands to this day, totally off the grid, not pop at all, you know, is from some island in Portugal, okay? And their music, they sing in Portuguese. I don't speak Portuguese. I don't know what they're saying. Love it. You know what I mean?
Universal
I could sing along, you know,
That's sick.
and have no idea what's going on lyrically. So yeah, I can definitely be in a place and not really kind of connect with what I'm saying.
That's so true. I mean, well, I mean, it's a universal language, right? That's what they say.
Yeah.
Music is a universal language. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's so funny. It's just like, those are actually really good lyrics. I had no idea that this was what this song was about. I just liked the melody and I was saying the words, but I just wasn't thinking about it. Like I wasn't
Right.
processing what I was singing.
Right.
What is that? Why am I like this? I think I'm neurotypical, guys. No, I'm not. I mean, not
But there's all
neurotypical.
kinds of minds, Victoria. That's the thing. Like, I really, it's, and I know this. So, like, there really are all kinds of minds. Like, you walk into, like, any room, any classroom, college, you know, young, people are different, man. You know, it's just like.
That's true. Wait, say that again. Sammy said something really funny.
Yes.
I want to hear what you said, and then I'm going to say what he said.
There are all kinds of minds out there. So, like,
That's true.
you know, don't sweat that you are who you are. Like, you know, it's that snowflake. You're perfectly you as you are, you know, and the way you're supposed to be is the way that you be, and that's it. And it's on people to be able to, like, to connect with it or not, you know what I'm saying? And your ability to connect with people. So
That's
you know,
true.
which you have. So
Aw.
you're good with
Thank you.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, it does all tie back to music, I think, in a lot of ways.
Right.
Like, music is a perfect place for all of these things to kind of, like, you know, come out of.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think
And those lyrics, and like, so you're talking, how you've been doing some songwriting sessions. So, like, when you get
Man.
now, do you appreciate more? the words that
Yeah,
you
of
write?
course. Well, it's the same thing. It's just melody is king to me. Like, I hear the melody. Man, I was so excited at that Robopop session because, like, this doesn't always happen. Oh, are we autistic, Sammy? He said I'm on a waiting list for autism. Oh, shoot. It's okay. It happens, you know. We're definitely probably not neurotypical. We both have the narrator voice in our head. He
We're
said,
definitely on the spectrum. for
we
sure.
might be on the spectrum. I might be on the spectrum. I don't know if I'm on the spectrum. I don't know if I actually, like, have ADHD or if the medicine that I'm taking because my mom got me on it when I was a kid makes me
Yeah.
have the symptoms of ADHD.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because, like, that it is kind of speedy. So, and I'm already easily excitable. I mean,
Yeah.
I get excited. That's the problem. I interrupt people because I get too excited. You know, I have to say something about that. You know, and if I don't say it, I will forget it. And then
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I don't want to be. I have to stop doing that. I'm practicing that now. I'm really glad that you brought this up because I want to
Okay.
be a better listener. Sammy said he was listening to, like, some of the songs that he listened to growing up were, like, way more adult than he realized, and he specifically said "Genie in a Bottle." Oh, yeah, you gotta rub me the right way, honey. Excuse me? What? Well, what did you say?
It hushed my ears. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so true. Sorry, go ahead.
In the art of the lyrics, which has me also kind of like, you know, I'd love to do a songwriting session with you.
Me
I'd love to
too. Oh,
Yeah,
that's what
it
I
would
was.
be
That's what I was gonna say. As I was so excited about the Robopop session because, okay, you guys, like, confession time, like, talking about going full circle to the beginning of this conversation. We were talking about really just. Oh no, not the ADHD. It's kicking in again.
It's okay.
When we were talking about, what were we talking about at the beginning of this session? Oh, like, being able to look back and see how far you've come. There was a
Yeah.
time in my life when I was so blocked and terrified of songwriting that I wouldn't throw out any ideas. I mean, nothing. Not a
Yeah.
melody. I was so terrified. I mean, I would sit in the studio, they'd be like, they're writing songs for you, like, pitch in, you know? And I'm like, I couldn't I couldn't do it. Like when I tell you I had a paralyzing fear of songwriting, jump to, you know, I did this session with Robopop, and you know, he starts playing something on guitar, and I just like belt out this melody, and he's like, that's it. There's our verse, there's our pre, that's our chorus. Put it down. You know, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm spitting in front of like big producers that are like, have made a good living, who have songs currently on the charts, you know, and I'm like not afraid anymore. I mean, I am a little bit sometimes, but I'm just like, here's this. You just have to not be afraid of looking stupid, you know? And I was just like, gosh, I'm really proud of myself for getting that. This wasn't that long ago. I'm talking 2012, 2013, like 10 years ago. I wouldn't be able to like spit out any ideas. I would panic.
So I mean, look, let's just go, because we can, like, how did you get there? Like, this is taking on like what I was saying about like, you know, something, the word that you used last week, which is like the shadow work. Like, you got to work on yourself to get through these things, these limiting factors, or you're going to be stuck behind those walls forever. So like, how, Victoria, did you manage to do that? I mean, and like, super congratulations. That is huge, you know, developmental milestone, you know, in like one's life, to be able to like, to know that you've been frozen and managed to unfreeze yourself and then move beyond is like just so much easier to say than it is to do. And so like, my gosh, like that's incredible. And like, you know, that's making my day hearing you acknowledge that, because that's a huge thing. So please, if you can share with us a little bit about how you manage to get yourself to the other side of the rainbow.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. And you know, I think I just kept doing sessions, kept being in sessions, and then I, you know, started off saying something like jokingly, or like I could do melodies. Like eventually I got to the point where I was like, I know I'm comfortable with doing melodies. I can do that. And then the lyrics would just scare me. They just scared me, because I'm like, this is stupid. This makes no sense. And then, you know, there's been times when people are like, you know, at the beginning of this process with me, I was in a session, they're like, well, we have to pick a tense. And I'm like, oh my God, I knew it. I suck, you know. And I'm like, no, that's true. You need to pick a tense. I or you? Which one are we doing here? You know? You know, and then I just kept doing it, and I was just like, you know, and it wasn't even until like recently, like I've just started, you gotta just do it, push past the fear. You have to push past the fear, and I'll throw things out sometimes, and like it's been writing with John and Ryan. Those guys are so gifted at writing. I mean, they just are storytellers. They study it. They do it every day. You know, and I just, you know, got to the point where I was like, oh, it's okay to have bad ideas sometimes. Because sometimes the bad idea will turn into an idea that leads you to a really great idea. Or, you know, or I would say, like, here's the sentiment I want to say. How do we make that sound cool? And then I would do editing writing. So, like, we would get the idea, the skeleton of the song, and then I could do editing writing. Like, what if we switched this line here and made this instead of this? And then I'm like, well, that's songwriting. It's just the editing part of it. And then I just was like, what if it's this, you know? And I just throw out ideas, and like we trust each other. Like Matt Damon said when he was writing Good Will Hunting with Ben, like, don't judge me on my bad ideas, judge me on my good ideas, because you have to have a safe space for creativity to happen, period. And and then just the more you do it, the better you get. But it was just, you know, it was like, you just have to push past the fear. You have to be okay. Like, if they were not afraid of being like, that was a bad idea, you know, or like, here, use this as a placeholder. I'm like, you know, do that. Or, you know, that's a good trick. You're like, this is dumb, but use it as a placeholder. And they're like, well, I love that idea. We're like, right, I know. That's what I was going for.
Exactly. You're setting it up. Oh man, I love it. I wish I had an affiliate thing for what I'm about to drop, but like, so first of all, it's courage, right? So it's courage is like because when you're frozen, you got to move. You need to have courage, but then courage to just advance a little bit. And this is what I want to the drop, because there's this amazing book, which is called Atomic Habits, and like the premise of it, and I may have mentioned it before because I love it, and it's your story. You just shared this story.
Really?
It's like you just advance, and the premise is that if you just advance 1% on something, it's incredible how far you can go. If you just continuously apply yourself and just accept 1% movement towards where you're trying to get to as like a win, and you just stack those on top of each other, you will get to where you're trying to go.
Should I read this?
Like, I mean, if
sounds like it.
You could, yeah. I mean, it does. It goes through a hell of a, studies and applications of it, but like, and how they came to like, show that if you just commit to moving the needle, even just to the 1% on songwriting, just showing up, even though you're afraid to contribute to anything, showing up is huge. And you keep on showing up just a little bit, and the next thing you know, you're getting the verse, the chorus, the bridge in front of big time producers, like last week, that's the journey.
Yeah.
That's the dream, And so I love that you're able to kind of like show that, through just that courage, to go show up anyway when you're scared,
That's it. You just got to do it anyway, like just go for it. Easier said than done, but I mean, again, it was like my melody that he took right away, and then they're like, that's it, that's the melody. And then the guys start structuring and started writing, like Ryan had the concept, and then I start throwing lines in, and it was just like, and we kept the lines, and it's just like, wow, there was a time when I would die first, and it's like, just do it. So I gotta read that book, I think, because I do have that. Like sometimes I know I've done the work, I've done the work, but I know that I do have blocks sometimes of like, sometimes I'll find myself being busy doing the things that aren't as important as my priorities get twisted around. I hyper focus on something like, what is that? Why am I doing that? Just do the thing that you care about doing. Do the important thing to you. What is the problem? What's keeping you from doing this? I don't know all the time, but I had something else about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all all of it is just just showing up. And that's also a thing. Like people just say like what's the hardest part of it is just showing up. You know what I mean? Like shoot, so much of the gig, like, and we tell this to cats coming through the studio, and like, we get hella calls from interns who want to come in, get into the business, cool. Industry, and they want, like, and I'm like, yo, dude, just showing up is like, just keep showing up, man.
You're like, so good at that. You're so good at making things happen, and I really respect that, because I'm like, I'll do something in theory, I'm like, this is what I gotta do. I gotta do this. And then, like, this morning, Nikki was like, you have to like try on social media. And I'm like, I'm trying. She was like, no, you're doing this out of convenience. She was like, treat it like a job. It will help you. And I'm like, okay. I mean, that's a sisterly love, And so she was like, I have an idea. I want you to write these. Well, I don't know if I should tell you. So, okay. So I've been writing songs, like parody songs all morning. Okay. And I'm like, she's been telling me to do this for like a year, 2 years. Yeah. And I just couldn't do it. I was too scared. I was just like, she was like, it's easy. This won't take a lot of time. And like, she's did this. Do you know that girl Jax that sings that Victoria's Secret? I know Victoria's Secret, and girl, you wouldn't believe she's a man that lives in Ohio. Taking advantage of girls like me, growing up with body issues. That one, whatever it is, I forget. Really cute. So she was the one, Nikki was the one who told Jax, she was like, you should do this. And then her social blew up, she blew up. And I'm just like, Nikki's like, you have to get out of your own way, kid. And I'm like, oh, shoot. she's right. She's
Nice.
right. Dang it.
Yeah.
So I did. I've been doing it all morning. She was like, you know, sometimes
Yeah.
I'll make lists of things to do. Like, I'm like, I gotta do this and this and this. And I will not, under any circumstances, look at the list. I don't know why I'm like this. Help me.
Oh my gosh. You kind of remind me of Nico, my partner in studio. So like, you know, we put stuff on the calendar, but he doesn't like to be boxed into having to be anywhere too. So he like won't look at it. I'm like, bro, you understand? Like there's systems here. So like, yeah,
That's exactly what Nikki says. Everything has a system.
Yeah. Oh man, what is it like? What is it like? Successful people don't build this, they build systems. Like something like that.
Is that in the Atomic Habits book?
I don't know. Probably. I probably didn't even read all the Atomic Habits. I just like kind of got the idea. I was like, I get it. Done.
Got it.
Noted. Yeah, got it. I know what's going on. Yeah, and I haven't read it all, but
Okay.
you know, but it's true. Systems are huge, man, and she's probably right about it because she's prolific, man. She's prolific. I mean, she hasn't stopped generating stuff since you brought it to my attention, like however many months ago, and it seems like only things are bubbling up and getting bigger. So like,
It's insane.
yeah, yeah.
All of the other creators that we know, like all of our friends are the same. But seriously, every other creator that I know is like, we don't understand how Nikki does what she does. I mean, she's so disciplined. She's such a Capricorn. Like she gets up at 4 a.m. every morning, works out, comes back, and she's jacked too. Like her body's crazy. And then she comes back and she sits down. She does her meditations, everything. She just writes. She just does it, and she does production, and she has to cast all of these people, and she has to find the sound guy and the lighting guy, and then get all of the shot lists, and then make sure everybody can be there, and then, you know, with the dialogue, and then getting on all of the props and this shot list, and like, and then she's starring in it, and then she edits it. And I'm just like,
super fun.
so she has a system. She's like, this day, and then she schedules all of her posts, and she's always like, I don't know, like a month or two ahead of, she's already done Christmas and Thanksgiving sketches. Right. Seriously. Awesome. And it's a discipline thing. And I have the work ethic to do it, but it's that part of it.
Yeah. Well, look, man, again, back to all kinds of minds. Like Nikki's got that because she's Nikki. And like, and some people got that because they got that. And some people, and you got that because you got that. And like, so it's good to just know also, like, you know, because this is also coming from, you know, the typical, when I was the young indie artist, you know, trying to, I was trying to do my flyers. I was my own promoter. I was my own, you know, songwriter. I was managing myself. Like, wow. You know, I was doing it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, you know, no, you know, you got kind of a team is also great. You know.
So you delegate.
Yeah, well, I mean, so like I learned what I could do well and what I couldn't do, and then I was like, right, if I can be that Nikki in me and like organize this, I'll do it. Yeah. But if I can't because it's not in me, it's not in my, I'm Pisces, you know, whatever you want, then maybe Victoria can do that. Hey, Victoria, that seems to fit you perfectly. What do you think? You know, and then building teams, you know, can also be a part of the system, right? Like
that
you know,
part too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think.
I mean, everything is like that gets old quick. Even if you can do it, the burnout is like, you know, it happens. It catches up unless like it feeds every part of your well-being, you know, in which case then long live and prosper. But like otherwise, you know, it's good to team up. And
we need that. That's why you and I love working with you, because I know this takes a village.
Yeah.
And you know, Ryan, you need to have people around you that are good at the things that you're not good at, and inspire you to be better at those things, like writing. Right. You know, right? And it's just like you guys are so good at it, just like making it happen, and I respect that. Like I really do. I'll do, you know, I guess what do you call it? Like a failure to launch, kind of a vibe. Like I'll do the work. You know, like sometimes I've written some of these things, or I'll get like post ready for a week, and then I just won't look at it. But I think it's like I get really in the moment too. Like when I'm in something, I'm all the way in it. And then when I'm out of it, I'm all the way out of it. And then I'm in whatever else I'm in that moment. And it's just like being able to like time manage. And I have to start like looking at like weekly goals, like those kinds of lists, and not in the way that like I think people, but like just I got a box check
towards like that executive functioning. You know what I mean? Like small goals to be able to like build things and deliver on them. You know, because it does help. You know, I mean, being able to like see things through, and every part of it. You know, and like, and I get it. Like the way you talk about Nikki does remind me about parts of myself because like, you know, I have. Literally opened schools from like scouting the property to then demolishing it, rebuilding it.
You know, did that?
That, you know, like staffing it, you know, painting it, designing it, like, you know, getting it going. Yeah, all the way through like twice.
What?
Okay, which for me is like it's a lot.
That's a lot for anybody. That's like a big endeavor.
Yeah. But actually, what I'm excited about right now is through the same thing that took us like a long time to get through, but just launched this year is that the studio managed to launch a 10-week mastering music production course. It's like, it's flying. And we got students and it's gold, and it took like years to create. Victoria, I'm not even joking.
I know.
Because it's like it's also because like I have a lot of other stuff going on, so we had to like build it when we could, but it took hell of a energy to like compile everything that's necessary for it to fly, and I'm so glad did I put in the link? I think I put it. I'm gonna
plug it. If anybody's interested in learning how to mix and master and be better at music and musicianship and right, am I selling this right? Am I doing it right?
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, no,
seriously, it's invaluable information. He has the best people.
Yeah, it's so exciting because it's kind of like inviting them into what we're doing here almost in the same kind of way.
Totally.
Because we meet every week. Our commitment is to their betterment, you know, and I don't even teach it because I'm not the award-winning producer. That's the team, you know, but then we bring in like, you know, sure enough, there's a day that's dedicated to like the music business, period, you know, and like for sure, I'm going to bring Victoria in to be like, all right, now, Victoria, we're going to talk, you're going to be the feature that's going to talk to us about, you know, whatever it is that you're going to shine on. And you're going to lead them on stuff. And we're going to introduce them to all kinds of different people to bring all kinds of insights to like, you know, the behind the scenes, the Nikki gig.
Awesome.
What does it actually take to get anything going off the ground, from a single to the release, to the tour, to the merch, to the whatever. And so now like we have a little community where people are coming in already and signing in, and it's just going to grow. And we're going to have this space. We have this space now where we can put it all together and everybody can like hang out and just like, you know, find their way.
That's amazing.
What I've already seen is like people will come in, you know, kind of like we met at Ricky's event, you know. Ricky has an event, we show up and now look at what we're doing, right?
I know.
And I've always seen that through the studio. People have come through, one client coming out, one client coming in, they're like, wait, who are you? Wait, who are you? Boom, they're gone. They're doing something new now.
Isn't that awesome? You're a connector.
Yeah.
It's the community. It matters so much. Like we were saying, it does take a village. It helps you learn something from other people by listening to them. We've established this. But also, other people are good at things that you're not good at. Like we can learn from each other and we can help each other, because I think that was another thing. I just had the hardest time asking for help ever with anything. And now I'm like, found myself in a position where I am getting better at it, kind of. But like, you know, I found myself in a position where it just works, you know. But still, it's you need that. It's overwhelming. The music business, just the music business alone is overwhelming. Then let alone all of the individual skills that you need to have in order to what works, what doesn't work. Like don't make the same mistakes that I did. You don't have to start there. You can start educated.
Yeah.
I want to take this class and also any way I can help.
Yeah,
I'm here.
You.
Yeah,
I love that I thought, of course, like, because, you know, probably 10 weeks from now, we're going to be having the business day. And for sure, I'm going to bring you in. It's done.
Oh, yay! I'm so excited.
Invited. Yeah, absolutely. And I love doing these features because, like, we've done it before with, you know, we'll get, you know, it's just, you know, back to, like, real life stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, giving is a big part of it.
Yeah.
You know, give me first, right? And like that's the challenge, because like I hear there's a lot. You know, we did grow up in a culture where it's like me, you know, which is kind of like the problem, because really that's not how you want to start.
How can I be of service? How can I be of value?
Put that give out first, because like everything that follows after that domino, you can't see it, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
Versus like the me thing, then it becomes like that's a whole other world that you create when you walk down that door. But like, you know, what pill do you want to take, right? The matrix, like the blue or the red, like give first. Trust me, you know. And when you get into that world of the giving environment, then all of a sudden people just start popping up, and like, and you start, and your ideas become fresh because they're in this cool pool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm super jazzed about it.
Me too. I'm stoked. But you should put a link. Oh, did you put the link already?
I think I just did.
Yeah, you did. I see it.
I don't have a banner up, and I should make a bigger deal of it. But, you know, this class is flying, so the next one is in January. We'll be talking about it more as we get closer to that.
Awesome.
But, yeah, I am on the heels of that. That happened this week. So
cool. Congratulations. Seriously.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah. Thank you. And I'm excited that you'll be on set Monday. Doing
the thing, man. Doing the thing.
So your life looks so much fun, by the way, Victoria. From over here, it looks like a blast.
Does it?
Yeah, because you know, you just look. I love the spaces that we're seeing you in. You know, like from video shoots to studio recordings to on set to acting, all these clips, and you know the parties in between. Like, you know, so yeah. I'll hold up the mirror. Like,
thank you. I appreciate that. Got a photo shoot for a gym next week, and I can't stop eating bagels. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh, because they're so good.
I've been having such a bad bagel kick, and I'm like, stop! I have a literally photo shoot for a gym next week. Stop eating the bagels. I still had one for breakfast.
You still have one? Oh man.
Yeah,
here,
but thank you.
I'll do it with you. I'll put the bread away too.
Yeah, we're doing it together. But thank you. I appreciate that, because I don't know. You know, you're just doing the thing, and I have no idea, you know, how I'm perceived. I don't know, but I do have it's ups and downs, you know, for sure. But yeah, really good. Like there's been a lot of really high highs, and I'm really appreciative of, you know, where I am now, especially versus where I came from. So.
Hey, and speaking of those high highs, man, we could talk forever. So like what I've learned is like, hold on to those, and when you get back into that gratitude moment, and I know I'm preaching to the choir on this, go back to that feeling first of those highs, and then hold it.
Anchoring thoughts.
Yeah, anchor it from that high. Like, you're so blessed to have had those experiences. Just remember them.
Thank you.
Freaking remember them, and then hold on to them for as long as you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In moments, and then let them go. You know what I mean? But like, just bring them back for a second. And try to get yourself back up to that space. That's
great. Yeah, I've actually heard about that from people who are really successful in business. They have anchoring thoughts. Like they have this place where they will go to in their mind. They will try to match that vibration and then go into said meeting or whatever the case is.
Yeah,
so you're onto something. That's what I'm talking about. You just know stuff. Like you just be knowing stuff. Like intuitively. It's amazing. I have to pee really bad.
Okay, all right, go, girl. All right, well, listen. All right, and then more. Okay, well, good. We'll talk again.
I can't wait. We should start doing these. I can't wait till Friday. This is my favorite.
I know,
seriously, it's so the best.
You know, I'm so grateful for you.
Me too.
Just much love all around.
Yeah.
Always, and I can't wait next week.
Let's go. Yeah. All right. Hey, let me know when you want to when you record or what key. Can we do the original key?
You know, it's my goal to do the original key.
Let's do the original key. I like it.
Earn that bridge, even if I don't take it, but I want to be able to.
Yeah.
I want to be able to.
Yeah.
But yeah. If I don't have the bridge, I'm ready, girl. It's so in my pocket. I feel like this song "Love Somebody." Should I not say that? But the song that we're talking is like almost more in my zone than any song I've ever written. It's like, I love it. You found the best zone for my voice. And I'm so grateful to you because like, I love singing this song and I'm singing it on repeat. And it's like, so you found it.
It's so good. So let's do it. I'm so stoked on this.
I should be good to go with it in just a couple of days.
Okay, maybe. Great. Thank God. Okay, so I'll record it too, and we're gonna use the regular. Oh my God, I have to pee so bad. We're gonna use like. Should I record the regular track and then we'll reproduce, or what do you want to do? Do you want to just use
I'll find the karaoke version and I'll send it over to you. I got you, girl. Go do your thing.
All right, love you guys. Bye. Thank you. Bye. See ya.
Bye. Bye, Sammy. We're with you for tomorrow.
Bye, Sammy. Mwah, mwah. Yes. what a fun day. It's so many crazy like insights. I'm just really grateful for Samir and him helping me. Bye, Sammy. See you next week. Lister, the bane of my You too. Bye. Thank you so much. This was so fun. That was very honest too. See you next week. Same time, same place.